Hey guys, Karl from Cracky, long time no see. This is going to be the cracker tips for this week. Coming into the snapper season, I thought I'd do the double snell rig, mainly because this is what I'm going to be using for the top end, as the snapper come up at the top first. I love to use this rig for bait presentation. I love to whack a good old gotcha bait and burley pilchard on there, and I'll show you how to do it. So first of all, the leader I'm going to be using is going to be the Blackmagic shock leader, 60 pound. And what I'm going to put on the end of that is a 7-bar row KLT. Looks a bit like this. Great hooks. So you want to grab the tag end like this, and it's just going to be going through the eyelet. The knot I'm going to use here is the advanced blood knot. So I want to put my finger onto the top of the eye, which causes a loop when you start twisting. You want to be doing around 7 to 8 turns for 60 pound. Anything more, 80 to 100 pound, you might do a couple less, just because it's thicker. So normally I do 7, I'm going to do maybe 3 or 4 for this, just for a demonstration. So you've got your loop at the bottom, as you can see. Sometimes if I let go it'll turn, but there you go. So I want to get my tag end, put it back through the loop. And then instead of pulling it tight, which is just a normal blood knot, so I want to grab that. So I've closed the loop. I want to go back through this top one here with the tag end, which makes it the advanced blood knot. Just stronger knot, pull it tight. And you can see this tag end sitting upwards. On a normal blood knot, the tag end would go down. On the advanced, it goes up, because you've went back through that loop. Trim it off. Now, the second hook of choice that I use is the Blackmagic DX 5-bar row, just to pin your baits. You can also use the C points, also good hooks. So the DX looks like this, straight shank. Quite like the offset for this as well, works well. So it's going to go up through the tag end, come down and find the hole. There it is. So what you can do, some people like to not actually tie it off, they just like it for it to slide up and down. And the reason why people do that is because they're changing bait size. Somebody might have, say, a small bit of squid on, and then they might go to another bait which might be a saury, so they've got the choice to actually go up in bait sizes. My personal opinion, I like to tie it off for safety. I like to make sure my hooks are on there and they're not coming off. 9 times out of 10, I'm going to be using a squid or a gotcha bait and burley pilchard. Pretty stock standard for snapper, even gummies. So that's probably the length, I'll leave it there. So what I'm going to do with this one for the knot, hold it like that. You want to be grabbing the tag end and coming around about 8 times. Grab the tag end, and then that just goes back through your eyelet, coming up, and then pull tight. And that's all it is, mate. That's all it is. That's your double snell. And get it there. And now I'll show you how I rig my pilchards up. So first of all, you want to go to the end. So you want to be going to the KLT. That's the hook that wants to go in first. Got your pilchard here. Got your bait and burley. IQFs. Great pilchards, full of juice. So first of all, you want to be having your bait set up like this, right? So you want the hook coming out the top of its head. And then this second hook just wants to be pinning the back of the tail here, so it sits like this. And what this does is make for good bait presentation. when it's sitting in the water, and you should be checking your bait presentation when it goes in the water. Make sure it's swimming properly and not spinning. So the way I do this is you want to be going into the pilchard the opposite way. So you want to be, how can I do this? Putting the hook in here and then coming back on yourself, coming out the gill like this. And then you've got your second hook here, just pin it through the tail. Hit the spine obviously, and that's it. You've got a hook on each side. So you've got a hook coming from the top and then your hook coming from the bottom. Now, what else you can do? I like to half hitch the top onto the tail. So all you do is grab the leader, half hitch, and then drag it, and what it does is it ties into the skin of the pilchard. And if you look at that, that's just beautiful. Snapper bait waiting. So obviously all you do with this now is you'll have a swivel to this, and then if you run the shock leader, you just put the sinker onto the shock leader. If you don't have a shock leader, you do a swivel to another bit of line, probably about 1 meter long, have the sinker running up and down that. But that's all it is, guys. You can also hang squid off these just the same way, and this is how we set up our running sinker rigs, the double snell. Thanks for tuning in. Good luck on the snapper, guys. See yous out there.